Hey, Rod. Hey, everyone. I'm Nick Lewis, former receiver of the Calgary Stampeders, now the receiving coach of the Calgary Stampeders. I'm sitting in my office. Behind me, you can see a row of young men up there, not young anymore, of great athletes that I was able to suit up with. And I look at those pictures every day and just reminds me of what I was able to do and accomplish with those men. And I'm originally from Texas. I got here to Calgary in 2004. I finished my career as the Rookie of the Year in 2004. I was able to win 2 Grey Cups, go on in 14 years to become the all-time leading receiver in receptions in CFL history. And that led me to becoming the 22nd first ballot CFL Hall of Famer in 2021. What a career I had on the field. But it came with a lot of trouble. It came with a lot of, not with the police, but it came with a lot of ups and downs in my life off the field. And having a trusted resource like Rod Sawatsky, our team chaplain, and having someone that you can trust and having someone that you know wasn't going to judge you, only wanted you to become your greatest self off the field while you were preparing to become your greatest self on the field. It was such a blessing to have Rod not only be a part of what we have here in Calgary, but to have what I'm a part of in my life, from my family, my daughter, just every aspect of my business. He has had influence over just from who he is. And not only Rod, but the other chaplains in the league that I've been able to encounter on road trips. I played 3 years in Montreal and also a year in BC. So understanding how important chaplains are to a lot of us that come up here. When I got to Canada, I've never been to Canada. I'd been outside the state of Texas a little bit, but not very far. But coming to Canada for the first time, it allowed me to have trust in the people around me. Just understanding that my Southern upbringing and how I was in church every Sunday with my mother and my family. So it was something that was very needed in my life. Not only that, but there's a lot of ups and downs. And, we talk about trouble and issues. There's a quick story of one of the biggest battles that I've ever faced in 2013, August 17, having a successful career, not having any major injuries, 9 seasons into my career. In my 10th season, on my first catch in BC Place, I break my leg. First time having to deal with anything like that. And, I'm thinking it's going to be a 2 to 4 week injury. Come to find out I torn every ligament in my ankle. And that 2 to 4 week injury turned into a longer injury. They told me I wouldn't jog for 4 months, basically ending my season that year, and didn't know if I would ever come back to play the game again. Through the first 9 years of my career, I'd had a 1,000-yard season every year. There was a lot of expectation. There was a lot of things that were going on that I just knew that, hey, it's a lot of responsibility on my shoulders. And I woke up every day ready to meet that challenge. And for the first time, I had a new challenge. And through my relationship, not only with Rod, but with God, it allowed me to be at peace. And for one of the first times in my life, I found peace. That day that I broke my leg on my first catch was the first day that I had truly said, God, you are now in control. I know he's always in control, but God, you are in control. Where we go from here, I trust you and I believe in you. And as an athlete, you never want to have an injury. That was especially without guaranteed contracts and everything. But you never want to have major injuries. You never want to put yourself in a position where you can't feed your family and do those things. But I was at such peace through that injury because I knew through my journey with God that he had me. And I knew what he had in store for me. And I knew everything not to fear because of Rod, because of the relationship that we have built over the years through my journey with Christ, and understanding how valuable and important that is. it's an amazing feeling to know what I've been through in my life and what I've accomplished. And but I also know that there's so many people that allow you the opportunity to get to where you want to go. You can never get there by yourself because there's too many daunting hurdles. And I'm glad I've always had Rod in my corner. I'm glad to be back in Calgary. I'm glad to be able to connect with Rod on a weekly basis again now that I'm back in Calgary. And I look forward to continuing to build our relationship, but also I look forward to helping others because I know how important it is to have that mentor, to have someone in your corner. So I hope I didn't take up too much of your time, but thank you, Rod, for everything that you are and for always choosing us and pouring into us. I so much appreciate you, brother, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you.